From the News Channel 5 Network and Out and About newspaper, this is Out and About Today.
Welcome to Out and About Today. We are at the 26th Nashville Pride Festival at Public Square Park.
So excited to be at Public Square Park. This is the first year at this new venue. We've been talking with the people down in the plaza. They're loving this venue. The weather is incredible.
Yeah, I was here last night for the concert. It was amazing. The city skyline behind us was lit up. The crowd was enjoying the show. The No-No-Nos were great. Mary Lambert. It was a wonderful, wonderful time. First time ever, two-day festival.
I know, and I wonder if next year it'll be 3, because I was here last night too, and it was a lot of fun. I had a little bit too much to drink, if I'm just being honest. But I love this location. I'm all for it here.
And I love how the music is kind of the center point and everything kind of permeates out from there. It's a really great day. We're going to go down and talk to some of the people right now.
Let's do it.
I'm joined here now by Pride organizers, this year's president, Joseph Woodson, and our president-elect, Claudia Husky. I want to talk with them a little bit about what they think, how the day's going. So, Joseph, last night, concert, first time ever, two-day event. I was here. What did you think?
It was our first night to have a Pride concert on Friday night. We've made it a whole weekend full of celebration about diversity and love, and just there's so much love in this Public Square Park. It's just incredible. I mean, it's really amazing. I'm just eating it up. We feel like it's a huge success. We're very happy.
Yeah, last night was, I mean, it was just as many people last night. The crowd, the lights of the city was a beautiful backdrop.
It was gorgeous. We just look forward to getting bigger and better every single year, and that's just been the progress so far, and it just means more supporters for diversity and a change in the climate. We really love that. We're ready for that.
Now, I want to switch over here and talk to Claudia for just a little bit. Hi, Claudia. Welcome. Also a new venue this year, which I've heard nothing but rave reviews about. Tell us a little bit about how it's gone over today.
Well, we're so happy that Nashville is such a warm and embracing city for people of all genders, ethnicities, but particularly with sexual orientation. And we want to make sure that our gay and straight and bi allies are all here celebrating together. And we thought, what better place to do it than on the steps of our city's, City Hall, where this is where the laws are being made that are making sure that Nashville is a warm and diverse place for everyone.
Well, yeah, and the mayor was just here speaking earlier. We got some footage with him as well.
Exactly, and he's been such a great ally for us. And we honored Vice Mayor Neighbors and our Metro Council just on Thursday, because they have been such strong allies to make sure that our GLBT community feels welcome to make Nashville their home and raise a family and spend lots of their time and money here. So it's fantastic.
Well, I hate to break in because I wanted to mention, you mentioned allies, and you are going to be our first straight ally president next year. What made you want to get involved with this crazy group, much less lead them?
Well, I am thrilled and honored that the Pride Board elected me to be the president next year, and I think that our festival is just going to continue to grow and get better. But straight allies, I would be surprised if we don't have at least 50% of the people here are straight allies. They just want to come and be supportive of this amazing community, and Nashville Pride has just every year we've had trailblazers that have made it better and better, and next year we're just going to continue to make it a festival that our city can be proud of and that our LGBT community can embrace. And I'm just so happy that they entrusted me with it. They might be the crazy ones, who knows, but I think we'll see what happens next year.
Well, thank you so very much. We're going to head on out and check out some of the booths and see some of the festival for ourselves.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
I'm here with Emily Allen of Glisten. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
It's great that you're out here. What is Glisten? Tell our viewers.
So Glisten stands for the Gay, Lesbian, Straight Education Network. It's a national organization based in New York, and they have chapters nationwide, so we're the Middle Tennessee chapter.
And what do you do?
We focus on ensuring that students in K-12 schools, private or public, have access to safety, and it's for all students, regardless of their sexual orientation or gender identity and expression. So we ensure this by having days of action. Some days of action that people might be familiar with are Day of Silence. We've also created Ally Week. So days of action that students can take to schools to kind of show their pride and promote safe spaces. And we also do educator trainings, workshops, and research.
You do a lot. So who's joining you behind you?
We have a couple of our youth leaders from our Jumpstart team.
Thanks for being out here. It's great. Great work. Well, thank you. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
All right, here with IO Tillett from Self-Evident Truth. I'm so glad we caught up with you. Tell us what your project is.
Essentially, I'm photographing 10,000 people in the United States that identify as anywhere on the LGBT spectrum, and then I'm going to take those 10,000 portraits to the National Mall in front of the Washington Monument and lay them all out and confront the country with the people it discriminates against. And the aim is to humanize us for people that think that they don't know any of us.
It's an amazing project. So what prompted this? How did it all start?
I just wondered where the disconnect was, you know, between people that I knew and the people that people seemed to think that we were, and that it was okay to vote against our rights. You know, they thought we were some baby-eating Gila monsters or something, and I was like, if they could meet the beautiful people that I knew, they would have a harder time. And I think when you look somebody in the eye, it becomes a lot harder to dehumanize them. So, here I am.
Where have you been so far?
53 states, 53 cities, I'm sorry. They're not 53 states. It's been a long trip. 53 cities, I think.
And where do you have plans to still continue on to?
Well, we want to shoot in every single state. I don't feel like I can go to the Washington Monument without every single state, but there are a few that are holes, you know, West Virginia, Kentucky. We're going to South Dakota next weekend, which I'm really excited about. But yeah, if anybody in Kentucky has any connections, hit us up.
And how does someone get in touch with you to find out more information?
Selfevidentproject.com. Selfevidentproject.com. You can see all the portraits that I've shot so far, where we're going, how to get involved. You can buy our We Are You t-shirt, all of that.
All right. Well, we're so glad that you're here. You're doing a great thing.
Thanks so much.
You bet. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
Hi, I'm here with the Nashville Roller Girls and talking to Terabyte. Hi, Terabyte. That's a scary name. So tell us a little bit about the sport for folks who have not been exposed to roller derby.
All right, well, for roller derby, there are 10 skaters on the track at all time, barring penalties. There's 4 blockers from each team and 1 jammer from each team. The blockers start up front and the jammers start in back and try to make their way through and come back around, because every skater they pass is a point for their own team. It's 2 30-minute halves divided up into 2-minute or less jams.
And I've been to a couple matches and it just looks fun. Don't get all caught up in the details.
Yep.
How long have you been skating?
I've been skating for 3 years. This is my 2nd year as one of the All-Stars. And we are a Division I team going to playoffs this year.
Well, let's talk about how people can find you. When's your what matches do you have coming up and where are they?
We have a match on July 26th and another one in August. You can find more information at NashvilleRollerGirls.com. The Junior Roller Derby is also going to be playing next month. And
are they playing at Municipal?
No, they are not. They play at the fairgrounds, and they are awesome. They're from 10 years old to 17, so if you happen to be in that age range, come give it a try.
And I think it's interesting that you were not part of a team before a few years ago. Some friends encouraged you to try out. You tried out, and now you're a major player.
Well, yeah, and it's one of the neat things about roller derby is that we are starting, and we're a fresh sport. We've been back around for about a decade at this point, and the sport is still evolving, and it's still growing so fast.
Thank you, Terabyte. We're out of time. Happy Pride!
And we're here with Dean and Lewis. We're talking the Reconciling Ministries booth. So glad to see you guys. Tell me a little bit about Reconciling Ministries.
Well, Reconciling Ministries within the United Methodist Church is the movement for support of LGBT issues, same-sex marriage, ordination of gay, clergy, and other issues related to that.
And how long have you been working with Reconciling Ministries?
About 20 years plus.
Now, we talk about faith and religion, and it's always in the news, it seems like, when we're talking with the LGBT community. Recently, the Southern Baptist Convention said that they were continuing to keep their dialogue saying that homosexuality is immoral. So how do you feel that reflects upon the church in general?
In general, obviously, I feel it reflects pretty badly on the church. But that's an issue that all the denominations are facing. I mean, even the United Methodist churches, we're not together on that. And hopefully there are churches like Edge Hill and Belmont and others, you know, that are struggling to help change the church's official position on those issues.
All right, and what are yours, guys? What's your most important message to get out to people about that?
The most important message would be that we want to learn how not only to love God, but to love our neighbor, and that it's a justice issue as well as a faith issue.
All right, well, you guys are doing incredible work. Thank you so much, and happy Pride.
Thank you very much.
You bet.
I'm standing here at the Oasis Center booth with Pam Sheffer, who's going to tell us a little bit about what why they're here celebrating Pride today. Hi, Pam.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing well, thanks. Welcome.
Thank you.
So tell me, why is Oasis Center here today, and why is it important to celebrate Pride?
Well, Oasis Center serves young people that are disenfranchised throughout the city. And 3 years ago, they began a program that intentionally serves young people that identify as lesbian, gay, bisexual, or transgender. So it only makes sense that our young people be able to experience and the Nashville Pride scene and to be authentically themselves and have a great time. So that's why we're here.
Have you been busy so far this morning?
Very busy. It's amazing. Young people come from all over Middle Tennessee, as far away as Chattanooga. They drive up. This is a really big deal for them.
Yeah.
And the Youth Pavilion that's sponsored by the Metro Human Relations Commission really makes a huge impact for our young people. It's a safe place for them to come and not be in the adult-centered spaces and have a good time.
Cool. Now, what do you think of the new venue? Obviously, we're here at Public Square Park for the first time this year. Do you like it?
Oh, it's fantastic.
You guys got lucky. You got a shaded area.
We did. Jack Davis must love us, and we're thrilled with it. I just been telling people that it feels like that we've been taken out of the margins. You know, we were marginalized sort of over behind where people are basically discarding their trash from the restaurants and the bars, and we're out in the middle of the city, which is where we belong, out in the middle of everything.
Let me ask you real quick, we're about out of time. How can we connect with the Oasis Center online?
Oh, www.oasiscenter.org. If someone wants to volunteer, they can go to the volunteer button, or if they want to donate, we would love to have their donations. They can just push the donate button, and we'll take care of them.
Thanks so much, Pam. I really appreciate it. Happy Pride, okay? We'll be right back.